Alright, Likutei Moharan, Torah tests. Now, we'll explain how the entire Torah is included in the Maimer of Amma Baba Chanu. This is the explanation of what the Gemara says in Baba Basra. Amar Rabba Baba Chanu. Rabba Chanu said, Zimna Chado, Havo Kazrino Memabo. One time, we were traveling in the desert. And we were accompanied by that Seicher Ishmael, an Arab merchant. Dave Shokil Afro, he would take some sand in his hands, and he would smell it. And he would say, this is a way that leads to this specific place. And this way, this road leads to that particular place. So we asked him, we asked him, how far are we from water? He told us, give me some sand. We gave him. We said to him, he said to us, with 8 parsos, 8 miles. So afterwards, as we continued on the way, we gave him again. We gave him the sand again. He says, now we are far from the water, 3 miles. I switched the sand, the first one and the second one, to see if he really knows or he's just saying it. And I couldn't outfox him, because he would know according to the smell which is the first sand and which is the second. And Rabbeinu says that in this particular matter, all that inyan that we learned, how the tefillah is to go through, the shad is to do with your tribe, and everything else, everything is in this particular matter. And he says like this: Zimna chada islavim ba'adan otai. One time, we accompanied us that particular seicher. Rashbam says seicher Ishmael. Taya just means seicher. The Rashbam says seicher Ishmael. Seicher Ishmael is b'chinas tzadik ador. Seicher Ishmael is tzadik ador. Shu kalul mikol atfilas, because he is combined from all the tfilas of Am Yisrael, kemashiach like Mashiach. But tfilas ze b'chinas seicher Ishmael. The tefillas is the Ishmael the merchant. When the Malach told Hagar, you are pregnant and you're going to give a son, and you call him Ishmael. Why do you call him Ishmael? Ki shama Hashem elyoinech, for Hashem has heard your poverty, your neediness. And the Targum says, Kabil Hashem tzlasich. Hashem received your prayer. So you see that Ishmael alludes to tefillah. Not only just alludes to tefillah, but tefillah that is accepted. V'zeh soicher, it means merchant, but soicher is also rishon schol, round and round. Why? Because a soicher, he's going around to sell his schor, right? He says, so the soicher, that's why it's called somebody, a rounder, somebody who goes around, is a soicher. So soicher is mishon schol, around and around. That's why soicher reminds on around. Ze b'chinas emuna. Emuna is a circle. The emuna is always around you and will never leave you. Now, what is alluded in this, that the emuna is an aspect of sivuv, of a circle. Because Emunah is something that the Seichel cannot perceive. Which is like a circle that has no edges, has no beginning, has no end. The Seichel cannot perceive that something begins, something never begins and never ends. If it doesn't begin, it doesn't exist. How can it be? It's like but Eigul is something that doesn't begin, doesn't end. So how does it exist? The same. This is the Indian that doesn't have any kind of edges from which side to come, to get into this Indian. You believe. So there's no place to come. You can see from afar that it's surpassed. It makes sense to believe that way, but you can't really understand it. You understood it. You knew it. You don't believe it. Belief means that you don't understand. You don't know. It's like a circle, doesn't it? There's no place to start because the whole thing is in a circle. That's why. So you see, the Soicha is Meraba's own Emunah. Emunah is a tefillah, as it is said in a different place. So you see that Soicha Lishma, the words Soicha Lishma, talks about tefillah, and Tzaddik Ador is a Bechina of Mashiach, who is comprised of all the tefillahs of Hamisra as we said before. That's why Socher Shmuel alludes to is Meramas of Tzaddik Ador, and that which he said V'Slavam Ba'adan Ha'utaya, that particular Socher accompanied us. The Pirush is Shekasharnu es atzmeinu and Tzaddik Ador. We connected ourselves to the Tzaddik Ador. Shehu B'chinas Mashiach lo tzadfilo. That he is B'chinas Mashiach, comprised from all the tefillahs, that he should elevate our tefillah to the gate, which is Shayach, which it belongs to, and that's the way that tefillah will be able to do whatever it needs to be done. V'shokil afro. And he took some sand, and he smelled it. He would lift up the sand and smell it. He says, this way goes to that place, and this goes to that place. And what's alluded to is as follows. Afro, the sand, B'chinas tefillah. As the sand is B'chinas, because we said before that the tefillah, if you remember, that Yaakov Avinu said, which I have taken from the hand of the Amorites, Becharbi v'bekashti, with my sword and and Uncle said, B'tzloisi v'beusi, with my tefillah and with my supplication. So you see, the cherev, that the sword is tefillah. He says, Afra, he says, as he says, he would put his sword like sand. In other words, so the Maisa, the Pshat of Rashi over there is in Yeshayahu, is he will put his sand, he will apply his sand, and he will make so many casualties as plentiful as the sand. That's the Pshat over there. Itin ke'afar chalbo, that the offer and the cherev is B'chinas tefillah, cherev is the tefillah, as we said before, כמו שקוז, as we said before, בחבי וביקשתי, לא בנסס וצלויסי באוסי, מהתפילה מהבקושה. So, the Soicher takes the Afra, the Tzaddik Ador takes the Tefillah, which is B'chinas cherev. ומריח, and he smells it. כי יש לו כוח הזה להריח, because Mashiach has, the Tzaddik Ador has the koyach to smell this person, if he's chayav, or zakai, or because Mashiach is comprised from all the tefillos of Am Yisrael. And my tehillah is, I should nose to you, I should plug up to you, which it alludes to that the tehillah and the tefillah is an aspect of a nose. That's why Mashiach, who is zoichet to be a b'china of tefillah, he's also zoichet to a b'china of a nose. To be able to smell by a person if it's chayav or not. V'omar, and he would say, this way to this particular place. because שהיה יודע שערי התפילס, he knew the gates of all the tefillas where they're supposed to go. ויודע כל תפילה שאחת שבטה, he knew every single prayer that used to belong to which tribe it came from. That's why he says tefillah this goes to this particular gate, and tefillah this goes to this particular gate. So what the Maimar that we said until now will be understood as follows. The Shokel Afro, the Tzaddik Ador takes the tefillahs of Am Yisrael because he's combined from them. They constitute him, and from them, from the tefillahs of Yisrael, he gets his koyach, and he smells because he has the koyach of the tefillah. Bimele is the koyach of the reach, of the smelling. To understand, to smell by a person is madrega and his deeds, and then he was able to say, this one to that place, and this one to that place. That tefillah to go needs to go to that gate in the Shemayim, and this tefillah needs to go to that gate of the Shemayim. We continue tomorrow. No, he didn't.